How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to be taking a look at something very, very juicy. Complete AFK Helwyr without having to have Cryptbloom armor. Obviously, I'm a conspiracy nut. This is not possible, they say. Well, I'll do you one better. I'm using Cyweir, Wand, and Orb to achieve this. This actually isn't hard, and I haven't died a single time because of this. Actually, I don't really even ever need to eat food. This is incredibly easy using only Ganodermic and a Cyweir, Wand, and Orb. I was looking for AFK things to do while I was doing other stuff in real life, and I stumbled across this method, and I have to say it's been a really enjoyable experience for somebody who cannot PVM to save their life. Let's take a look at my setup. So here's what we're working with. I am wearing full Ganodermic. I've got the visor, the poncho with Impatient 4, Devoted 2, and Biting 4. Cinderbane gloves. Poison here is very, very necessary. Highly recommend using this. I've got the augmented Ganodermic leggings with Crackling 4 and Enhanced Devoted 4. The Devoted really doesn't do anything here since you're gonna soul split the whole time, but I put it on there regardless. Also using the Ganodermic boots, so Animate Dead really shines through. I'm using a Scripture of When. I'm gonna say this is completely not necessary. You don't have to, but I figured I might as well have it, and using it costs virtually no money. We've got the Orb and the Wand of the Cyweir Elders. Size 6 on the Wand, as well as Equilibrium 4 on the Orb. Those are very budget perks. Honestly, does not cost very much to get those. I'm using a Look of the Dwarves that can be swapped out for like a Ring of Death if you're kind of a little bit of a chicken. Or anything really. You could even use something like that ring that gives you adrenaline. Why can't I think of the name of it? The dungeoneering one. What the hell is that thing called? I'm also using an Essence of Finality. Okay, so you are really going to want to have something like this. You could even use an Amulet of Souls if you want to. The ability to boost Soul Split here is going to come in handy very well. I highly recommend you bring this here. And I'm also using the Kiln Mage Cape because I'm an absolute scrub and I cannot do Zuck. Believe me, I've tried. It sucks. As for my spell setup, I do have all of these runes in my rune pouch. I'm using Blood Blitz and then manually activating Animate Dead when the cooldown ends. You always want to have that up, okay? The last thing I do want to talk about is you are going to want to use Incense Sticks, both Lantidime and Quarm overloaded, as well as be using a Blood Reaver. Stacking all of those things with weapon poison plus. Okay, poison damage here absolutely rips. Your kill times are gonna really suck if you are not using poison, so absolutely always use poison. It would be better here to use a staff, something like an Inquisitors if you can manage it. I chose not to because I'm poor. Ancient Elven Ritual Shard is going to help you maintain your prayer, and above all else, sustaining your life here is very important, so you are always going to want to have Vampirism Aura active. You can use a tier 2 reset to refresh the timer on this. This is by far going to be the main source of your healing combined with Soul Split. I did forget to mention that I'm using an Adrenaline Urn here because I have not done much archaeology, but having an Adrenaline Urn or Persistent Enrage is going to be key here. Sometimes I need to ability stall just a little bit between kills just to make sure I don't run out in my Adrenaline Urn, but those two are going to help you have to not do anything. So pick one or the other. So basically the method is you go inside of the arena, you stand exactly where I'm standing. It's going to be just west of the mushroom in the very center. You're going to be setting up your ability bar exactly as I have on screen here. This is what works best for me. I'm sure there are slightly better ones out there, especially if you're going to be using a staff, but this one has come through for me very well. I'm not sure exactly how great this method is going to be without Greater Concentrated Blast, but feel free to give it a try since it's not something I can just take off. Make sure you have every single potion, poison, all of that good stuff up, and make sure you are on Vampirism and do not let your Animate Dead drop or you are going to Animate Deaded. But yeah, it's as simple as just standing here, pray Soul Split and Turmoil, and just let your character do the work, and you need to do absolutely nothing. Revolution plus here is really going to do all of the work for you. This is really good money an hour. I mean, obviously not everybody's going to have great luck. In the, I don't know, 5 hours I've managed to do, it seems to average right around 20-ish mil an hour, sometimes more, sometimes less, and that's all just dependent on how good or bad your RNG sucks. Obviously, there's really 3 main drops you're hunting here, but the Lantidime drops you get from this alone are gonna help carry most of your hours, since you can't really expect to be getting a unique drop every kill. I have full reputation at this boss. I highly recommend anybody else do the same. Go farm it out at Vindicta and then carry it over here. Just makes your drop rates better. But the Lantidime drops here alone are usually like 1.2 to, I think they can go as high as like 1.7 mil or something like that. It's insane. With the price of magic as it is right now, every time you get a unique drop, you're basically guaranteed at least 20 mil. It's nutty profit for just how mind-numbingly easy it is. I couldn't even tell you how many hours it's been, but we're gonna do a small quick price check just to see like the main loot that you get from Helwyr, just to kind of check how much I've made so far, and we are sitting at 108 mil. Dude, I haven't even done anything. This is completely AFK. That's exciting. I like this game. So with this setup right here, you can expect probably right around 30 to 35 kills an hour, depending on if you make any gear variations or you have a better wand and orb than I do. I seem to average about 1 minute and 10 seconds per kill, which honestly, I'm very okay with it. With the amount of money this brings in, I'm in no position to complain. I just wanted to make this video to show that you can do this boss without Cryptbloom armor. I have been talking to different people, and everybody's very surprised that you can get away with just using Ganodermic here. I didn't realize that, you know, people thought it had to be such a high value setup in order to come here and be able to effectively kill this boss. And I just wanted to throw this out there to show that they're wrong. And I would be willing to bet that this can carry over to different bosses as well. I'm very curious to try out something like Greg, but I have to mess with that and kind of do a little bit of research before I jump in. So yeah, get out there. As long as you've got, you know, all of the prerequisites that I showed here, you'll be able to do this just fine. Like I said, I haven't died a single time, so that's gotta count for something, right? Because I like always die at everything. But following this method, just know you are going to be completely safe. Like I stated earlier, I have not died one single time, and as long as you maintain Animate Dead, you are going to be good to go. Ganodermic armor really carries its weight well here, and this is the perfect, like, early high level AFK setup I think you're gonna find. Plus, God, the money's just so good. This really has nothing to do with the actual guide, but the addition to Animate Dead to this game has been absolutely insane. So many different things can be AFK'd and done way easier than they used to, and I feel like for somebody like me with absolutely no skill when it comes to literally any kind of PVM in this game, this is probably the best addition we saw all of last year. So I'm gonna continue to test things out, do my little science experiments, and I will let you know what kind of progress I'm able to make. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you hit the like button down below and tell me if this method works out well for you, if you made any adjustments or anything that people might find helpful. Also want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the continued support over the last, God, we've been doing this for over a year now. I know there's been lots of little breaks in between, but I got stuff to do. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope this method brings you much success. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.